Energy Minister Ruth Nankabirwa yesterday officially handed over 12 newly constructed houses to persons affected by the East African crude oil pipeline project in Lwengo district. This brings the number of resettlement houses completed in other districts of Crude, Kakumiro, Kyankwanzi, Ssembabule, Rakai and Kyotera to 43.
We promised to treat the project-affected people in a human manner, and we are doing it. We are transforming people's lives. This is indeed a socio-economic transformation agenda.
During the handover, Uganda Human Rights Commission in Masaka asked East African Crude Oil Pipeline and Total Oil companies to redo the evaluation exercise of the land belonging to the project-affected persons in the districts of Lwengo, Ssembabule, Rakai and Kyotera so that there is fairness in the compensation. Several complaints of unfairness have been raised by the affected persons in these districts.
Along the way, the inflation has increased manifolds. So the amount that was due, for instance, to a traditional house in a rural setting, ideally there is need for revision. They take into account the increases in prices. It's like that people are not left worse off. Remember, someone is being inconvenienced by having to relocate from the place they have known over the years.
The evaluation exercise was done in 2018 and 2019. In response, the Managing Director of East African Crude Oil Pipeline, Martin Tiffen, assured the affected persons that their issues will be solved.
That we need to build, but we have a batch of 43 which are now built and ready for handover. And I always like to say that the proof of the pudding is in the eating. So there have been many stories about ECOP, but behind me is some bricks and mortar, and it's a concrete example and an important symbol of our commitment to ensure that the compensation process is carried out properly. So in Uganda we have 3,648 PAPs to each one of whom needs to sign an agreement, and who we've opened a bank account, and then we need. So that doesn't happen in one day. That's taking us a process that we started.
He says the construction of the resettlement houses itself is a sign that there is fairness. The minister emphasized the government's commitment to ensure that the pipeline project is not frustrated.
In telling people that Uganda has to exploit her natural resources for socio-economic transformation, I have been insisting that we should not suffocate the other SDGs, the UN SDGs, fighting poverty, and that petroleum resources is one of the sources to fight poverty.